You know, artificial intelligence, it's already changing our hospitals, our doctors, and our health. And this is a story with two really powerful opposing sides. On one hand, you've got this incredible promise, but on the other, some pretty serious risks. We're going to dig into both. So let's just dive right in with the big question. Could an AI be your next doctor? I know it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but the reality is way closer than you might think. And the thing is, this isn't some far-off future. It's literally happening right now. In hospitals all over the world, AI is reading x-rays, it's predicting disease risks, it's even assisting in surgeries with a kind of precision that it just keeps getting better and better. This tech isn't just a cool idea anymore, it's becoming essential. So let's start with the good stuff, the promise. Because really, before we get into the worries, you've got to understand just how revolutionary this technology can be when it works. Okay, so we're going to break down 5 key ways AI is already making healthcare better. We're talking faster, smarter, and way more accessible for all of us. All right, first up, faster diagnosis. And I mean way faster. An AI can tear through a complex medical scan in just seconds. In fact, some of these models can spot signs of lung cancer on a CT scan a full year before a human radiologist might. That's not just about saving time, that's literally saving lives. Number 2, it actually gives doctors more time for you, the patient. By taking over that mountain of paperwork, analyzing routine lab results, updating records, it frees up doctors to focus on what really matters, that human connection, that actual care. Third, and this is huge, is access. Look, not every town has a top-tier specialist, right? But with an AI-powered app, you can get that expert-level support right on your phone, even if you live in a really remote community. That's a total game changer. And fourth, 24/7 health monitoring. You know that wearable on your wrist, the one tracking your heart rate, your sleep? These AI systems can crunch that data in real time and give you or your doctor a heads up before something goes wrong. It's a total shift to proactive medicine instead of just reactive. And finally, number 5, personalized treatment. AI is helping us ditch the old one-size-fits-all approach to medicine. By looking at your specific genes, your lifestyle, your whole history, it can help find treatments and therapies that are tailored just for you. So yeah, the potential here is just massive. You can see it, but, and this is a big but, what's the hidden cost? What's the catch? Because with this kind of power, the story always gets more complicated. And we absolutely cannot afford to ignore these challenges. So now, let's flip the coin and look at 5 critical dangers that come along with this powerful new technology. First, and this might be the biggest hurdle, is bias. See, an AI is only as smart as the data you feed it. So what happens if that data mostly comes from, say, light-skinned men? Well, the AI can become dangerously inaccurate for women, people with darker skin, or older folks. And that can lead to catastrophic misdiagnoses. Next up, the access divide. Think about it. Big, wealthy city hospitals, they can afford the shiniest new AI systems. But what about smaller, rural hospitals or clinics in poor neighborhoods? There's a huge risk that AI could actually make the healthcare gap even wider, leaving the most vulnerable people even further behind. Then there's what's called the black box problem. Imagine an AI gives a diagnosis, but when the doctor asks, why, what did you see? The AI basically says, I can't tell you. In medicine, a just trust me answer is a total non-starter. Doctors have to understand the why to make a responsible call. And of course, we have to talk about privacy. To learn, these AI systems need to be fed massive, and I mean massive, amounts of our personal health data. And if that super sensitive information isn't locked down tight, it's a prime target for hackers, or worse, could be sold off for profit. This all leads to a massive and frankly unsettling question. If an AI makes a mistake and someone gets hurt, who's responsible? Is it the doctor who trusted the AI, the hospital that bought the software, the tech company that built it? Right now, nobody really knows. And that's a huge problem. So you see, this goes way beyond just bits and bytes. This is fundamentally about power. When we're talking about all this data and all these algorithms, we have to ask the real question: who's holding the reins? And the reality is, right now, it's a handful of huge tech companies. They control the data, they control the algorithms, and that gives them an incredible amount of influence over our health, deciding what gets researched, whose health matters most, and who really benefits from all this technology. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is people are waking up to these problems. All around the world, there's a real push to build some guardrails, to forge an ethical path forward for this technology. And this isn't just talk, it's action. You've got the World Health Organization hammering out guidelines for fairness and safety. Here in the US, the FDA is stepping up, regulating these tools like any other medical device. And over in Europe, the EU's big AI Act is classifying medical AI as high risk, which means it's going to face some really strict rules. And that, right there, really gets to the heart of it all. The goal isn't just to use AI for the sake of using AI. The goal is to use it responsibly, ethically, and fairly for everyone. Which leaves us with one final big question to chew on. Is AI going to be the thing that finally fixes our biggest healthcare problems? Or, if we're not careful, could it actually break the system even further? The truth is, the answer really depends on the choices all of us make, starting right now.